We play.
We fight.
Welcome back to the Freak Show. I am your host today, Bumpy McSquiggums, and we are returning to the Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel. We just got done beat up a big old spider and capturing some folks that tried to start a war. And here we are. Sir, I have bad news. Uh-oh. We contacted the Republican Army about the group we apprehended, but they're unconvinced that they were responsible. I can't say I blame them. It sounds as though they sustained far greater damage than we did. Still, does that mean the Republican Army is preparing to attack? Unfortunately so. I believe one of their armored airborne divisions has completed battle preparations. At this rate, an armed conflict may be inevitable. No. If only we could find a way to negotiate with them. Did you manage to get anything out of those guys you captured? Like who that guy in the glasses who ran off was? Is Gideon. No, we know they were paid very well, but were kept largely in the dark about their client and his objectives. By the way, who are you? Oh, me? Yeah, just who are you anyway? That man in the glasses called you one of the children. Also remember something about a silver puppeteer and a white rabbit or something like that? Very suspicious. Now. What to do? I'm not really supposed to tell anyone about my affiliation. Your what? Affiliation? Wait, are you? You're probably dead on. Yay, you finally came. Who dis? I thought you were never gonna show up, Lecter. Sorry. I had to, it's Adol Kristen. I don't know. I had some things to take care of over in Crossbell. Sorting out an office for those scary people. Yeah, pretty much. Who are you? Setting aside the lack of a uniform, I'm assuming you're also a member of the military? That is correct, sir. It's Lecter Arundel. Okay. I'm Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division. I've come to assume responsibility for the negotiations with the Republican Army. What? The Intelligence Division? So you must be... so you're Captain Lecter. Hannibal Lecter? Or is it Lecter? I don't know. If what I've heard is true, it sounds like the situation will be in good hands. The negotiations with the Republican government are already underway. It'd be in all our best interest to avoid unnecessary conflict, especially with the trade conference only 2 months away. His Excellency the Chancellor is of the same opinion. I see. I should have known the Blood and Iron Chancellor's name would surface sooner or later. So that's the stance of the reformist faction's leader. His face might make you wake up in a cold sweat, but he's pretty fun for an old guy, really. Anyway, just leave this to us, we'll have it sorted out in no time. Sounds like you've been taking good care of that little pipsqueak for us, too. Cheers, guys. Boo! I'm not a pipsqueak. I mean, you kinda might be a little bit. Oh, she's walking. Oh well, bye-bye, everyone. Wait, what? It was fun getting to know you all. I hope we can see each other again sometime. Whoa, hold on. Wait up. They're just gonna up and leave, huh? Oh, there they go. Yeah, there they go indeed. Isn't the Intelligence Division the branch of the Imperial Army responsible for gathering and processing information? That does sound like it's what it would be. Not as uptight as their name might suggest, they deal more in espionage and intelligence gathering. The provincial armies fear them as much as they do the railway military police. Well, figured as much. I just can't believe a child like her is part of the army. I see. Do you? Do you, General One Eye? So she's one of the iron-blooded orphans. It's all crossing together. No, she's one of the Iron Bloods. Sir? That's quite an imposing name. The Iron Bloods are said to be a group of youths with high intelligence and special abilities taken in by the Chancellor. They work with the Intelligence Division and put the Railway Military Police... and the Railway Military Police, but they answer to him, or so the rumors go. I wouldn't have dreamed their ranks ran quite as young as that girl looked, though. She hardly seems suited for life in a military squad. Yeah, there's something that just doesn't feel right about it. Still, it looks like we may yet be able to avert a war with Calvard. Yeah, that's true. Are you serious? I've heard many rumors about that Captain Lecter's scarecrow. He's known by some. I'm given to understand he's succeeded in almost every unofficial negotiation he's undertaken. And if even the Chancellor himself is taking action, seems like success is almost guaranteed. 3rd Armored Division stand down to alert level 2. All airships currently on patrol are to return to Zender Gate at once. Yes, sir. Oh, I've been doing a lot of reading last few days. I actually, over the last, I want to say 5 days, I've read 2 books. It's weird. I don't know that I'm in full I want to read everything mode again, but it's been enjoyable. But my conundrum now is I have another kind of a short story to read and to finish up the series. And it's by Brandon Sanderson. It was I don't know what this total thing, maybe it's called the Epic Trilogy or something. But it was Steelheart, Firefight, and Calamity. And it was good. And then there's this extra e-book, whatever it's called Mitosis, which they mention in the 2nd book, but I didn't really remember. I'm like, it had been a while since I read Steelheart, so not that long actually. Maybe like 3 to 5 months ago, I think I read it. Again, I reread it the 2nd time because I just got the other 2 books, and yeah. Anyway, so I guess I'm reading it slightly out of order. So you should do Steelheart, then Mitosis, then Firefight, then Calamity. But that's fine. And then I'm gonna probably hop over to. Okay, we rode back to the settlement, same day, 1900 hours. Probably gonna hop back over to the books by Brent Weeks, the Lightbringer series. I'm partway, maybe 40-50% through the first book again. I've read the first
precisely on time
3. The last 2 have released, and I'm gonna read those, but I want to read the entire series again because it's a very good series. And then after that, who knows where I'm gonna go. All right, precisely on time says G or Gideon.
Comrade G.
Wait,
You've done well.
he's at Grandpa's cabin, isn't he? Who this?
Comrade C.
Oh, okay. It's Comrade C, apparently.
I wasn't expecting you to come all this way.
A leader has to make sure all the gears are moving as they should.
Indubitably.
It sounds like the plan was a resounding success.
Keep your pity to yourself.
Eh.
Our aim was to stir up a conflict with the Republic that would force him to let his guard down.
Who's him?
To that end, this wretched state of affairs could hardly be called a success.
Fair.
And yet, even this outcome will work to our advantage in the days ahead. After all, we demonstrated that he faces the risk of his ranks being divided without warning at any time.
Ooh.
And neither the Icy Maiden nor Scarecrow can hope to outwit us.
Okay, Scarecrow's the redhead guy.
You
So
have
yes,
a
you did.
point. We should begin making preparations for the next step of our plan. The time has finally come to present ourselves on the world stage.
That's the spirit.
Sweet. Also, did you tell your big boss man here that you got beat up by a bunch of kids? Because I feel like that might be pertinent. Maybe share some of that info. Nah? Okay. Kind of felt like it was probably important. You should maybe have shared it, but it's cool. Aha.
Ooh, boy. At least all's well that ends well, right?
Sarah.
Everyone in Group A is safe, and we narrowly avoided war with Calvard.
Calvard.
Though I can't say I was expecting the intelligence division to show up when they did. A jet black airship. Probably one of Reinford's latest models.
Oh?
The military uses them for reconnaissance. The nobles and the rich just use them for fun. But as for how they got one...
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you?
Who's hiding? Is it the little girl? Oh, Sharon. Okay. What's she doing
You
here?
really are a sharp one, Lady Sarah. It's almost troubling. I'm impressed that you could tell I was there.
I'm pretty sure you let me have that one. I felt a familiar sensation, though, just for a second. Makes me think back to this one time, 2 years ago.
What?
2 years ago, you say?
Never mind. But you really
Yo,
don't know
tell
then, where that airship came from?
I'm afraid not. I checked the Reinford Group's manufacturing records and couldn't find a trace. At least not in the official files.
Oh, because you have unofficial files?
Sounds like Reinford has its own issues to deal with. Well, let's put that aside for now. I'm on my way to the settlement. What are you planning to do?
Well, I would like to give my regards to Master Gwen, so I would like to accompany you if that's all right. I can hardly wait to see the look on Lady Elisa's face when I show up.
Oh, I bet that'll be priceless.
Sometimes I actually feel bad for that girl.
Mm-hmm. You should. Why would you not feel bad for her? So many things that keep us in the dark about. It's medium frustrating, to be sure. Oh. Bright light. Well, we survived another field study. Just a reminder, guys and gals. I opted to play this on hard for some bizarre reason, so if you guys are playing through this as well and you find it all incredibly easy, for the most part it's not too bad, but we struggle with a few battles here and there. So maybe up the difficulty to hard. I'm going to try going through the whole series on hard, but we'll see. It might be a mistake. Probably is a mistake, but we'll give it a shot. I find that in general, JRPGs lack a certain bite. Most of them, not all of them. So having it on a harder difficulty, I feel like would add, as long as it doesn't just make the game just, profoundly unfun. I think it adds a little something to it. Now I found that yes, we have struggled with a few things here and there, but nothing that's been super difficult for us to get through. I've had to do very little grinding off camera, and I think the pacing of the game is pretty good. So I imagine if this was on normal, we'd do 0 grinding and we'd be fine crushing everything and looking good doing it. Here we definitely struggled with the spider. I was getting a little worried that we would not be able to survive the spider, so I was very happy that we were. But just want to again point out that yes, I'm playing on a harder difficulty, so I'm not maybe as bad as it looks. Or again, if you think the game is too easy and you're playing on normal, maybe you should up the difficulty. Because again, it does add a little something more to it, I feel. But I don't know. I have no grounds of comparison here. Thank you all for everything. I'm so grateful for the kindness you've shown us. I'll never forget all the things I've seen and learned here. Indeed, I feel as though I've gained something truly invaluable. It makes me happy to hear that. Bro, Reen, Eustace, Come on now, Lily. Don't cry. Lily, Thoma, thanks for all you've done. You have my thanks as well. It was a pleasure meeting you. I'll return again when I have the opportunity. Until then, you gotta take care of everyone here for me, Thoma. Leave it to me. What about Sheeta? Lisa, Emma, thank you so much. It was great getting to know you. I hope we'll have another chance to discuss sweets and fashion again someday. Thank you again for the wonderful tea recipe. It may take me a while, but I hope that one day I'll be able to make it as warm and aromatic as you do. I know you'll be able to do it. It seems that this has been quite the experience for them. Indeed it does. Still, Sharon's as attractive as but you're quite the bodacious beauty yourself, instructor. You know, he's not wrong. Oh my, well aren't you the charmer? If only you were a little younger, you'd be just my type. Instructor. And grandfather, at least try to be serious this once. Sorry, I can't help myself sometimes. Anyway, to be serious for a moment here, it would seem you've made a discovery on of your own. Oh? Yes. I think I finally understand why you left the Rhineford Company when you did. Is that so? You've been with me ever since I was a child, so I think I know as well as anyone how much you've given to the company. Because of that, it was even harder for me to understand why you would just turn your back and let Mother take over. But now, I think I finally understand. You left because you truly loved the Rhineford Company, didn't you? Well, precisely. Since the Orbital Revolution, the Rhineford Company has created the technology that has defined people's modern lives. From railways to heating, orbital cars to airships, even the tanks and guns. I regretted none of them. What I did regret, however, were the railway guns we built 5 years ago. I thought so. With my apologies to the Lieutenant General, those railway guns are little more than instruments of mass murder. With their innate limits in range and deployment, they have no real strategic value in a war. Their sole purpose is as a weapon of mass destruction, designed to effectively hold the innocent people of Crossbell hostage. In other words, to stop a potential Republican Army invasion before it starts. Nothing more, nothing less. It's an unpleasant truth to acknowledge, but I have no rebuttal. My daughter may have signed off on the project, but as the one who saw them completed, I was terrified at what we'd made. I feared that somewhere along the way we had sold our principles and our souls as craftsmen to the highest bidders. When my daughter took over as company chair, I took the opportunity to step back from Rhineford and to really think about where we'd gone wrong, about how we'd come to this point, and how to make things right. So that was why. Well, I guess you probably don't have any intention of returning soon. I'm afraid not. All that's happened in the past 5 years has only strengthened my resolve. The company environment, my daughter's leadership of it, things have changed too much. For now, I let her take care of things from the inside. As for me, I'll do what I can from the outside to help my company find its way forward. Master Gwyn? I think Thor's Military Academy is a fine place for you to be right now. Huh? No doubt there are still many obstacles lying ahead of you. But when you put your head together with such a diverse group, you're bound to see things you might not have otherwise. Just like you did while you were here. You may be right. I'll do what I can to try and see things from a different perspective than both you and Mother. Both as a member of the Rhineford family and, more importantly, because I owe it to myself. I'm proud to hear it. Reen, Gaius, Eustace, Emma. You'll take good care of her for me now, won't you? Of course. Leave it to us. We'd be happy to. Very well. Grandfather, stop that. I'd love it if Sharon could stay here with me a bit longer, though. I don't suppose I could tempt you to look after me for a while instead, could I? I'm afraid not. I have to return to my duties as Class 7's caretaker. Ah, my poor heart. Grandfather, please. It's almost time for the train to depart. You should begin making your way over to the platform. Thank you. Take care, Lieutenant General. Bye, everyone. Bye. May the winds and the goddess always guide your path. Farewell. I look forward to meeting you again someday. Bye. Thank you for everything. Well, that was interesting. Chapter 3, Beyond the Railways. End. Nice. I didn't do that, did I? I ran right to the thing. I thought I'd have time to... Oh, I'm bummed out now. Well, such is life, I suppose. That stinks. I really thought I had that. Like, I had it in my mind. And I absolutely was going to do it. Then we got sent south. We dealt with all that. And then when we had to go north, we had to keep up with the flying girl. We kept up with her. Then she said we had to hurry to the other place. And then at that point, I was just like, all right. We're clearly like locked into something that we have to do. But we weren't. So for anyone who is, again, playing this either alongside me, which is really weird because you have a giant, like, 2-year gap in the middle. So apologies on that front. But anyone who's playing this alongside me or have come across this LP, this Let's Play, years down the line and you're playing it for the first time and seeing what I did and so on and so forth, or I inspired you for whatever reason to actually pick up the game, which is awesome. Let me know that I did that. Yeah, make sure you don't forget to go and deal with the North Monster. See, that bothers me really badly right now.
Drinks are on me someday.
It's fine. Still, overall...
Good showing, everyone.
Yeah, why didn't I go for the North Monster? It's all right, I did forget, and I did this all kind of within a few days, so there's no real reason on my end other than I just simply forgot. All right, so the link between them has improved by 500. Okay, they reached link level 3. Cover, so we cover them if they get attacked. And auto tier, which will throw a little heal on us. Eustace and Heem hitting tier 3, cover and counterattack. And then I suppose we'll save once again. Still bummed out by it though. Alright, continue. Chapter 3 is in the books. I guess we're going to be heading back to our place. July 17 calendar 1204. Volflame Palace, Heimdall. Look at this place. Cool. Imperial Palace, Volflame Palace. Uh-huh. I just happened to be a window washer. Jeez. Imperial Government, Chancellor's Office.
Negotiations with the Republican government are complete. The possibility of an armed conflict in the Nord Highlands has been successfully averted.
Sweet.
However, they did demand that we hand over the mercenaries responsible from the attack as part of their terms.
Oh.
I suppose that's acceptable. After all, it was a shortcoming on our side that allowed that incident to occur.
Was it?
We should consider this a chance to place Rocksmith in our debt, especially with the trade conference on the horizon.
Yes, sir. Though it's regrettable that we were unable to catch the mastermind. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the ringleaders.
Indeed. It seems we'll need to exercise greater caution from now on, if this is what they're capable of. Our next concern is the upcoming summer festival. Any thoughts as to the optimal placement of the Ironbloods?
Oh.
I believe their primary target will be next month's trade conference. I propose posting Lecter to the east and Millium to the west.
Okay.
That leaves me here to take care of the capital.
Sure.
It's almost like you read my mind. Very well then. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Yes, sir. With all respect, don't be afraid of working me hard, sir.
Oh.
I could run these kinds of logistics in my sleep.
Sure.
Ha! I am all too aware of how indebted I am to your abilities. That's why I'm leaving the summer festival in your capable hands. Perhaps you may even consider using them as a test.
Well, what's with her pants? Is she peeing them actively and then sucking it back inside herself? Like, what is going on there? That's weird, man. Are we them? Is Class 7 them?
Please excuse my intrusion, Your Excellency.
Oh.
His Excellency the Governor has arrived and wishes to speak with you.
Ah, show him in.
As you wish, sir.
Coming in.
Who this guy? I mean, the governor, obviously, but...
Oh, forgive my intrusion. I didn't realize you had company.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's quite all right.
Oh, now
I just finished giving my report.
Now she's pooping her pants, too. And somehow her elbows are bleeding, maybe? I don't know. He's got the same problem. It's fine.
It's wonderful to see you again, Governor.
What's up?
Likewise. I think it's been, what, 2 months since we last spoke? I'm in your debt for helping out with the security arrangements at last month's commemoration event at City Hall.
Sure.
I'd been looking forward to thanking you in person.
Glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to everyone else involved. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Good work as always, Captain.
Thank you. It's weird shadows, man.
It never ceases to amaze me that a woman like that heads up the Ironbloods. Your icy maiden has the provincial armies positively scared stiff.
Competent as she is, she's not the group's primary member.
Oh?
But she and the rest of the Ironbloods continue to do some fine work, especially against those cunning vipers amongst the ranks of the nobility and the 4 great houses in particular.
Agreed. But we'll need to stay vigilant.
I'm pleased that you agree,
Oh.
Imperial Governor Carl Regnus.
Oh, yeah. I guess I see that.
The feeling's mutual.
Tamakius is bro,
Chancellor
father.
Gilead Osborne.
That's supposed to mean something to me. Who's Osborne?
Of course, and that's exactly why I intend to go with him.
What's happening?
Next month's conference may be the West Samoria Trade Conference in name, but it's far more than that. It's the region's first international conference in modern times, so the discussions won't be limited to economic matters. Regional security and other timely issues are sure to come up.
I see. So that's why all the region's heads of state will be in attendance?
Precisely. President Rocksmith will represent the Republic of Calvert, of course. Prince Albert will be representing the Principality of Remiferia as its head of state. Crown Princess Claudia will be coming to represent Liberal in place of the Queen.
Liberal.
And representing Crossbell State, we have Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. All of them are either heads of state or their acting representatives.
So that's Eustace's big bro and him talking to Eustace.
Meanwhile, Erebonia is sending Chancellor Osborne as a representative of the Imperial government. But Father is the head of state, isn't he?
Indeed, and that's why I'm planning to go as well, even though I'm far from the ideal candidate. The Imperial family needs to be represented to make sure all sides are on equal terms.
You shouldn't be so harsh on yourself. But I think I understand the situation. I feel so ashamed. I shouldn't have to rely on you to educate me about simple politics like this. Recently, I feel as though all my inadequacies have been staring me in the face.
Oh.
I wish every day I had the intelligence and quick-wittedness you possess. And I wonder, am I truly capable of inheriting the throne from Father?
You know, Her Highness Princess Claudia of Liberal once said exactly the same thing.
She did?
Huh?
As the successor to the throne of Liberal, I've heard that she agonized over whether she was fit to become queen. But eventually, she came to terms with her own inexperience and vowed that she would strive each day to overcome it. And I have no reason to believe that my talented brother cannot do the same.
Olivert, thank you. Your support means a lot to me.
That said, I do think you should spend more of your time living life the way you want to. I don't think anyone would blame you for wanting to indulge your interests once in a while.
I am how I am, I'm afraid. To be honest, I'm a little jealous of how being so open and carefree comes so naturally to you.
Well, I think it'd be less concerning for all involved if you avoided taking after me too much.
Another thing, I sometimes find myself admiring Chancellor Osborne's strong-willed nature as well.
Oh?
He was quite forceful in introducing the Imperial Transportation Act last year, despite the opposition's objections.
This is a lot of information. And it seems strange that these two would be talking about it.
But ever since then, I've heard the number of orbital car accidents has fallen dramatically. And I can see why Father trusts him so much.
Well, I wouldn't disagree that was a fine piece of policymaking. The campaign he launched with the help of City Hall was exceptionally well executed. But on the other hand...
Uh-oh.
Honestly, don't you think it's a little early in the day to be having a stuffy political discussion?
A little bit, yeah. Who dis? Oh, is that the princess? Is it Claudia, Cludelia?
Alphen?
Nope, totally wrong. Alphen.
Oh, have your lessons already finished for the day?
Indeed. They gave us the afternoon off to prepare for the summer festival. But come on, Cedric. You need to stop taking everything so seriously.
Right, this isn't... Huh. I thought for sure that was Eustace and his brother.
We're
Oh,
15.
okay.
It's far too early for us to be worrying about politics.
Actually, I'm not sure 15 is too early, to be honest.
What you should be concerned about is being more of a man at official parties.
Yeah.
Blushing
Wait,
head to toe just from a lady asking you to dance? Shameful. Totally shameful.
hey,
Come on. Why do you have to bring that up again?
don't be mean.
You know, that did wonders for his popularity. The ladies at that party were swooning left and right. He was playing their maternal instincts like a harp.
Well, I can't deny that.
Mm-hmm.
Even some of the men there were fawning over him, saying Cedric was more of a youthful flower than me.
Probably.
Surely you're kidding, right?
That reminds me, Alphen. Have you decided on your dance partner for the upcoming garden party?
Yeah. You've always avoided dancing at official functions.
Curious, are we?
Yeah, that's why they asked the question.
Well, I do have someone in mind this time. Although whether I can get him to say yes...
Uh-huh.
Really?
My. It sounds like you aren't just blowing smoke. Imperial Chronicle is going to have a field day when they find out.
You're really going to dance with someone? Could it be a son from one of the 4 great houses?
That's for me to know and you to discover. He is a noble, though. I'll give you that much.
I mean,
Oh, that reminds me. Prince Oliver? I have a proposal I'd like to discuss with you.
I have no idea. I don't know. Again, maybe this stuff was explained a long time ago. I mean, they look familiar. Cedric and Oliver and whoever she was, Heimdallr, Sankt District, St. Austria's Girls' School. And this is our sister, Elise? Reen's sister.
I should open that letter from Reen that came in this morning. I'm almost afraid to think how Her Highness would have reacted if she found this. Dear Miss Schwarzer. Really, Reen? Still Miss Schwarzer? I'm your own sister.
Adopted. But yes, I would agree. What?
Reen, why?
Why what? The lack of transparency. Oh, so much stuff, and none of it. They under-explain everything. I don't need to be that intrigued for that long. You can tell me things. Like, be like, hey, this is what's going on. I'd be like, oh, cool. I don't like being that guy that doesn't understand what's happening. Tell me
Mid-July.
It's fine. Mid-July.
Summer had come to Trista, and that meant it was time for us students to dust off our short-sleeved shirts.
Yeah. Well, I still wear the ugliest pants I've ever seen.
With months of experience under our belts, we finally found ourselves adjusting to the rigors of our coursework.
Sure.
And it was during those early days of summer, before the heat became well and truly withering, we saw the start of a uniquely seasonal new lesson.
All right, that should be enough of a warm-up.
Sure. Oh. Okay. And Laura just gonna crush everyone on this?
I'm supposed to remind you that swimming classes here are meant to teach you skills relevant to military service.
Okay.
You know, how not to drown if you wind up in the water, how to save others from drowning, CPR, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
In fact, CPR is a pretty vital skill on any battlefield. Reen, Elisa, would you care to give us a demonstration?
Instructor!
In front of everyone?
Come on, guys, just kidding around.
Reen, what happened to you, buddy?
Point is, it's still important that you learn how to do it and that you won't hesitate to use it if the need arises. Whether that means locking lips with someone of the same sex or the opposite.
Of course.
Well, it is a skill we can use to save someone's life.
Yes.
After we've covered that, I'll be timing how long it takes each of you to swim the length of the pool. Will you give me a hand, Laura?
As you wish.
Okay. Really? Huh. Swim like the wind, Pinky.
You're up, Gaius.
Look, guys.
Ready, and go!
You're next, Emma.
Ready and go.
Go!
Better camera angle. Thank you.
Wow, look at Gaius go!
Yeah, I already used to swim in that lake in the Highlands every summer, so I kind of expected that.
Emma's a lot faster than I thought she'd be, too. Though it's not much her swimming ability that I envy.
What do you... Oh, I get it.
What?
You don't need to get it.
Sorry?
Anyway, what are you doing just staring at girls in swimsuits?
I'm not staring. My eyes are just pointed in that general direction.
Well, any guy would have a hard time taking his eyes off of our class's girls. I'm not even sure who to gawk at first.
Elliot, nobody.
I mean, even the other guys are handsome. You're pretty toned yourself, Reen.
There you go, Elliot. Just, you love everyone. All right,
Well,
man.
it does look like you put a lot into your exercise and training. As for you, Elliot, I think you're better just the way you are.
Aw.
Aw, really?
I don't think I want to imagine Elliot all buff and ripped.
That's fair.
Hey, what's that on the left side of your chest, Reen? Some kind of scar?
How do you guys not notice that? I noticed that immediately.
Oh, you're right. It's so faint that I hadn't noticed it before.
Really?
Oh, that. It's some kind of mark. It's been there as long as I can remember. Don't know how I got it, though.
Wow.
That is
Actually,
weird.
when I look at it more closely, it looks more like a bunch of little scars all knit together. It makes you look really manly and tough. I kind of wish I had one now.
Seriously?
It really wouldn't suit you. Trust me.
Just buries him. Oh boy.
Can't believe we finished with the exact same time. We must be destined to strive against each other forever.
Oh, settle
What are you
down.
talking about? The only one I was competing against was myself. And even then, I barely put much effort into it.
Oh my god.
Well, it's not like I was giving my best either.
Oh.
These two.
That was refreshing. I wouldn't mind swimming a little longer, actually.
Okay, Laura, are you ready? I'll time your lap.
Oh gosh.
Though I doubt I really need to, considering you're in the swimming club.
No, please do.
So Laura's next. You can tell she's a member of the swimming club. Just look at the way she stands on the block.
Ready, and go!
Again, camera angle, why? Vortex, the water just all shoots out the other side.
She's fast. How is she doing it?
Impressive.
Indubitably. Bang! Ow, my face.
Well done.
Let's see, 20.02 seconds. Not bad at all. All right, I think it's time for me to dive into the mix.
Oh?
Everyone, pick a partner. It's time for a little head-to-head competition.
Oh?
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, races.
It appears we've been given a chance to settle this once and for all.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
I think we'd be a good match, Emma. How about it?
True. Our times were pretty close. How about it, Laura? Want to partner up with me?
Not today, I'm afraid. I wish to challenge Fee this time.
Ah, crap.
Me? Laura? But your times weren't even close.
Well, all right, let's go with that. I guess that leaves me with Reen.
Wait.
It's your lucky day again.
How? Why? The Elliot and Gaius somehow got partnered? Okay.
Wait, why me?
Yeah, you had Gaius and Elliot as partners too. Okay. And they head on to do what they do. Good luck, you two. Ah. It's like Eustace won. And Elisa won.
Oh, I'm exhausted. You know, this seems like it would be pretty effective as part of a diet plan.
Probably.
Okay, let's see what you got.
It's been a long time since I've swam.
Yeah. There's no way I'm going to win this, is there?
Go easy on me, Gaius.
Same to you.
Ready?
No.
Go!
Do I have to do something? Oh god, I do. Alright, press the triangle or circle when two circles overlap. I mean, I've been waiting for a break point, but it's fine. When two circles overlap, doing this repeatedly will increase your speed. Okay. Well, I got second. I'm surprised. That was actually way quicker. You know what? I'll try it again.
Ready?
No, not really.
Go!
Ah, second again? Really? Man. Felt like I almost nailed it. Do I get another shot? All right, I guess we're gonna stick with it until I get it. You guys just mock me as I'm apparently bad at this. I won, right? Oh, yes. Okay. Oh my goodness. Like way more like that was smoother and like better than anticipated actually. Like faster, like everything it worked really well. I don't know. All right, cool. I did it. Yeah, I'm a hero or something. Yeah, first try.
I actually won.
She let us win.
Nicely done, Reen.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, you are. All right, Fee, good luck.
Oh, okay. Are you both ready?
Not quite.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Fee, how about giving it all you've got this time?
Huh?
Oh?
Laura? What if I already did?
I don't think so. I could tell just by watching you. Don't make light of me.
Oh?
Your earlier time was certainly not the best you're capable of.
Well, it's not very polite to your opponent to hold back.
It's true.
This isn't like the battlefields you grew up fighting on. It's a place you can grow and better yourself by challenging others. Deep down, I know you realize that.
Come on, Fee. Character growth moment. You too, Laura.
Good. Then let us begin.
It's Laura's long hair. It's going to cost her. Good luck, Fee. Good luck, Laura.
Looking at them like this, it's obvious how different their builds are.
Just now, you're... Oh my god.
If build were all that mattered, we would have turned in faster times than either of them.
I imagine the difference lies in their control of their bodies.
Part of that.
Yeah. This'll be one to watch.
Ready?
Good luck, ladies. Ooh, she killing it.
What?
Incredible.
Either one of them gonna surface? They tied? Did Fee win?
Whoa.
Which of them was first?
It was too close to call.
No, there was a tiny difference.
Oh.
Laura came out ahead on this one.
Having longer arms might have been the deciding factor, even.
Oh, I wish I could have joined in.
Well done.
The same to you. You can do this when you want to, and yet you consistently hold back. Why?
No reason, really? Too much effort, I guess.
Maybe.
It seems we truly cannot find a middle ground.
I think you probably could. If you really tried. Alright, well, swim class, I guess. Well, the temperatures are going up, up, and I don't know about you, but I'm wilting like a flower. But as everyone knows, when the heat is on, that's when the refreshing power of beer is at its peak. Oh, maybe I should use my free day tomorrow to hit up all the capital's beer gardens. Beer gardens? If you're waiting for us to stop you, well, you're in for a long wait. So, do you have some classy gentlemen lined up to go with you, or will you be flying solo again? You just had to ask. Anyway, moving on, your next practical exam is coming up next Wednesday. I'm sure you're already used to them by now, but just make sure you're ready. Yes, instructor. That means next weekend will be our field study then. Feels like we just got done with our last one. If we're tied up next weekend, I guess I won't be able to go to the capital for the summer festival this year. What summer festival? It's a seasonal holiday, kind of. Most of the major cities in Erebonia celebrate it in June. I've heard it's actually an old animistic festival that the Septian Church adopted. Ah, I see. We actually do have a similar festival in Nord. Though, if it's mostly celebrated in June, why does the capital wait until July? You know, I've always wondered that too. Does anyone actually know? The standards for teaching just aren't what they used to be. I believe it has something to do with the War of the Lions, though beyond that. That's correct. July is the month when the Emperor Drycles brought an end to the Civil War. Because of that, the summer festival was held a month late, alongside the celebrations of the war's end. Huh, interesting. Actually, I think Instructor Thomas was talking about that one time. But it seemed like he was just gonna babble on forever, so I managed to worm my way out of that conversation. Well, I can't say I really blame you. If you let him, he can go on about history all day. He doesn't know how to shut up. Anyway, make sure you don't let the heat sap your strength. Though I'm sure our miracle-working maid will whip up massive meals to keep us energized. Yeah, it really does seem like she and Sharon have some kind of history together. I'd bet my Mira on it. Sharon always plays innocent whenever I ask her about it, though. Well, that does it for homeroom, if you'll do the honors, Machias. Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow. Okay. So I guess we're going to have a little bit of a long episode, but we should be getting a chance to break it off here soon. Aw, Fee. Nobody loves Fee. Oh, Emma's like, hey, wait a minute, V? I'm gonna go after her, okay? Thanks. Do you think you could maybe make a little more effort to get along with her? You are her senior, after all. I'm aware of that, however. So those two are getting along the same as ever. They seem to be arguing after the race in our swimming course, too. Their group's last field study score was middling as well. That's true. They were like that the entire trip. Is there nothing you can do to smooth things out between them, Reen? Me? Well, I mean, I'd love to do something for them if I could, but why me? Well, you just seem so good at this kind of thing. A real natural. Besides, you're the well-intentioned Mark who got duped into running errands for the student council. It's not like I do anything that major for them. What's wrong, Elliot? Sorry, what were you saying? Alright, I have to agree, Reen. I think you're the best one for the job, too. I mean, it was thanks to you that Eustace and Machias became buddies. Oh, yeah, that didn't... Who the hell became buddies? You must be sniffing roses in the Garden of Delusions if you think I'm a friend of his. You both say that, but you're totally on the same wavelength. Anyway, I hate to dish and dash, but I've got a club meeting to get to. Oh yeah, wind orchestra, right? I should be on my way as well. Actually, I've got a club meeting to attend myself. I'll catch you all later then. Ooh, we obtained the Class 7 uniform. Costume. You can change costumes by selecting what you want to wear. Yeah. No costumes selected. Default. Oh, it'll change over the course of the story. However, certain scenes will feature characters wearing specific outfits rather than the costume selected. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, ladies and gents, that's it for this episode. We got our one glove on. We are the man in the mirror and all that. It's great. Yeah. Anyway, folks, until the very next episode where we run around and I try to remember what exactly it is that we do in school and all the weird relationship building things and all that stuff. I think it has something to do with a map and things, and we got to talk to people, and I have no idea. We'll figure it out. But that's going to be next time on Reen Schwarzer Z. And The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Till then, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thanks so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.